is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading, a reading from the book of Romans, chapter 7, verses 18 to 25. Brothers and sisters, I know that God does not dwell in me, that is, in my flesh. The willing is ready at hand, but doing the good is not. For I do not do the good I want, but I do the evil I do not want. Now if I do what I do not want, it is no longer I who do it, but sin that dwells in me. So, then, I discover the principle that when I want to do the right, evil is at hand. For I take delight in the law of God, in my inner self, but I see in my members another principle, at war with the law of my mind, taking me captive to the law of sin that dwells in my members. Miserable one that I am, who will deliver me from this mortal body? Thanks be to God, through Jesus Christ our Lord. The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 12, verses 54 to 59. Jesus said to the crowds, "When you see a cloud rising in the west, you say immediately that it is going to rain, and so it does. And when you notice that the wind is blowing from the south, you say that it is going to be hot, and so it is. You hypocrites! You know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. Why do you not know how to interpret the present time? Why do you not judge for yourselves what is right? If you are to go with your opponent before a magistrate, make an effort to settle the matter on the way. Otherwise, your opponent will turn you over to the judge, and the judge hand you over to the constable, and the constable throw you into prison. I say to you, you will not be released until you have paid the last penny." The Gospel of the Lord.
My dear friends in Christ, we know how to read the signs of the times sometime, because we are living in a society. When we live in a society, we know how people behave, how nature behaves. So we can guess things out, and we can judge things out, and we sometimes, make decisions out of them. And we know. But sometime probably it's all true as long as it is not of myself. No? Because we are pretty well judging others than us. We are pretty well can determine things which are outside, but not of myself. So Jesus today clearly tells us that if we can read out all these signs of the time, and why can't you read yourself out? Why can't you probe into you and decide what is good for you or not good for you? Why can't you be shrewd? Why can't you live as a human in life, my dear friends? It's very true, isn't it? Even these words are very relevant today as well for us. We sometime, many a time I think, many a time we judge others and we criticize others and we condemn others, but whereas we think that we are right. But Jesus tells us, no. When you have a quarrel with someone, when that person is taking you to the court, better you settle down in between before you go to the courts. You must be able to come down and talk with him and converse with him and accepting your fold and showing brotherly concerns for him and whatever it is, and get things settled down. That's humanity. That's human qualities. So the humanity is not like animosity, that we can always fight and quarrel and things of that sort. No, my dear friends. We must be able to live our life very peacefully, with collaboration, with solidarity with others. And we are called to live as a community. We cannot live as island, my dear friends. We need others to live in life. So Jesus clearly tells us, when you live in a society, be shrewd. When you live in a society, be humble enough to accept your own mistakes. When you live in a society, see that your life, whether that your life is a disturbance or a hindrance to the smooth running of the society. If so, change your ways. So let us pray that we may be able to change our ways and look into ourselves and be pleasing to the Lord.